Few decibels of music volume, not too bad. I think we are good. And hopefully we are live. This is the Wizard streaming and representing the Limited Bandwidth channel. Formerly Land Bros. We are a Extra Life fundraiser team. We do a lot of other stuff too, a lot of game streaming, stuff like that. It's good stuff. Try to keep track of the comments and stuff on Twitch as much as I can. I guess let's dig right in. So this is the Sentio Superbook. Comes in a nice looking box. I ordered my Kickstarter a significant amount of time ago. I got all the accessories. I splurged on the full res screen, which is full 1080. We get the in black, of course. I think the other options were gold, blue, white, some other weird things like that. Got the top cover sticker and a nice pouch. Just arrived to me today, so I was like, hey, let's get this stream going. I thought it'd be fun. Never done a unboxing stream, so here I go, I guess. I hope the volume's okay. I haven't heard any feedback or anything yet. Yeah, we got a nice looking box here. I know my camera's a little lousy, but this is the Superbook. Do more with your phone. If anybody is not terrifically familiar with this, it is a USB screen and keyboard and mouse and battery all together. We got a few little quick specs here. We have the 11.6-inch HD display, 8-hour battery life, custom navigation keys, built for Android, should work for Windows. I will be testing that. And micro BNC compatible. And then we got a big old battery warning and 1080p black Superbook. Decent box. Looks like a lot of standard stuff. Let's dig right in. I think at the top here we have our accessories. Yeah, I'll open them up. Let's see what we got. Move this back a little bit. Swirl them all out. Toss that. Got a standard 2-prong power cable here. Might as well get this plugged in while I'm going through it. It's got a nice little protector on it. I think some of the cheaper stuff ships out without this on it, which is nice. Got a 12-volt power brick. 12-volt, 3 amps. Custom labeled Sentio switching adapter, which is nice. It's a nice touch. This adapter, I can say without a doubt, will be getting replaced with something smaller for me. A very small plug. I don't know how well you all can see that there. That's one of the tinier type plugs. You think they would have gone with something standard. And we have our standard USB-C to USB-C adapter here. It's pretty generic stuff, I guess. So digging further in, we have the Sentio bag. It's nice. It's nice, light. Doesn't feel cheesy or anything. Standard sticky bag type stuff. Toss that. It's kind of thick, not terribly scratchy felt, but not terribly soft either. It's got some nice cross-sleeve pouches here. It's not too bad. I like it. I'll probably maybe use it. Maybe. We'll take this off. A little warm. Good stuff. Keep digging right in. If you see behind me here, this is the shop. Lots of computer stuff, of course. And digging further in, what do we have here? Oh, my carbon fiber sticker. This stuff's actually really, really cheap. This is definitely imprinted plastic. I have a roll of this stuff. Fun. Save that for later. Probably not going to apply it at all. So, digging further in. Dear beloved backer and supporter, you're one of the first people to get your hands on a Superbook. Blah, blah, blah. Rough journey. Blah, blah, blah. Dream our privilege to turn into reality. Got some manuals here. Telling me to get the Sentio desktop. I'm probably going to skip that for now because I think the driver and everything is built right in. I'm not even going to, honestly, I'm really not going to use the Sentio OS feature. Most likely not. I'm really just going to be using this for full screen on the road, watching movies, I mean, my phone. I have a Pixel 2 we'll be testing with, by the way, as well. The phone is a full 1080 screen anyway. Should be fine. Really should be fine. Yeah. Neat, neat. Tuck that away over here, and I guess this is the sit right here. Take this phone and drop it right in. Got a nice little serial number sticker. It's got somebody else's finger. Those my fingerprints? No, those are not my fingerprints. It's got somebody else's fingerprints on it. And yes, you can't really see it. There's a nice little scratch right there. That's kind of a bummer. Okay. Okay, I'm not, doesn't turn me off too bad. The construction is very, very similar to a MacBook Air. Very, very similar. Very, very similar hinge design, feet design, the plastic, the little notch here. The screws are obviously a little different. It's got embedded screws with a little rubber doodad over the top of it, which I'm not thrilled with, but is it actually a button or is it a sticker? I think that's a sticker. It's supposed to have a hole in it. And we got one USB port here. Of course, our input port. Guess I'll get that a little closer there. And the power port. So let's open her on up here. See what we got. It is telling me immediately to please plug me in. So, nice looking screen. Shows up fuzzy on the camera there, but it's really not. It's very crisp. See if I can get the contrast in there. No, I can't. It's very crisp. We got a little power light here. Sentio logo right there. No, not too bad. Not too bad. It's very, very sleek. Keyboard right off the bat. Looks nice. Feels decent. Feels like I can type on it. Power button does function. Big plus. Let's plug it in. Get this out of the way for y'all. Slide that down here. Let's get this set up here. Of course, I have my station here with all the hookups and everything I will require. There we go. Let's get her plugged in. See if anything on the screen status changes or anything like that to let us know we have it plugged in successfully. Guess not. Oh, nope. This is now fading from red to amber greenish. It's probably a combination red and green lights, so the two of them usually comes out amber. Pretty standard stuff, but I'm liking it so far. Not a big fan of this kind of jack situation. It's better than the straight-in type, but they're both they're all kind of fragile. I do a lot of end-user type IT support. He needs to see all the parts there, but a lot of broken laptop jacks, stuff like that. It happens, and the smaller the jack is, the more likely it is to break. But overall, it's not bad. It's not bad. I've definitely seen worse. Definitely seen worse. So let's give it the old pluggeroo in here. Plug that guy in here. Oh, maybe that is not a very good fit. Let's try this one. That might be a little bit better. Keep this on screen here. We are now plugged in. The screen has changed. It's doing something. I have a configure physical keyboard. My flex crashed. That happens. Not seeing anything on my screen yet. The screen is actually flashing. And my phone is now charging the Sentio Superbook. I don't know if that's intentional, but do I go into display settings here? No. Not seeing anything crazy here. So I guess I'm going to go out and get the Sentio app. I think that's what it's requesting me to do here. I was hoping the device could work just like a, basically display mirroring, something like that, but guess not. I was kind of expecting that, but honestly, I haven't been paying much attention to the forums or anything like that, because it's a mess of regular old Kickstarter complaints. Just an absolute mess. and people got to know what they're getting into when you go to something like Kickstarter. It's a risk. There's an inherent risk. It sucks when the risk goes against your favor, but when it goes in your favor, it's not bad. It's not bad. I like the device so far. The only Kickstarter like I've had, well, not necessarily Kickstarter, but another Kickstarter-like program. I forget exactly who it was, but it was a company making it was a quadcopter basically, but instead of spinny little propellers, it had flappy wings. Really, really unique. It was called the Dragonfly or something like that, and that ended up going totally under, which was a bummer. Hey, it's using the keyboard. Yeah, that went totally under. No product release, nothing, and that was a bummer. That was a bummer, but it happens. It happens. Downloading the Sentio desktop new app. Let's hope this works, but I do have a spare system. You guys are in for a treat if you know what kind of work I do. Let's open it on up. And while this is booting, let's keep this visible here. I'm going to check the old Twitch commentary. No Twitch commentary I can see. But I will take a sip of this blue drink here to match my blue shirt. Good stuff. And Superbook optimized. Oh, I need the Display Link Presenter app. That's the problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see... I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to get the Display Link Presenter app, which it took me right to. Really nice. I like that. This is probably what I need to do the display mirroring. It did pick up the... ooh, it picked up the mouse too! Wish you could see it there. Can you see it? Nope. But there's actually a tiny little mouse cursor on screen, which I am moving around with a very, very nice touch. And by the way, the trackpad feels okay. Not, ooh, nice trackpad. But, it's nice. It's really not bad. No complaints. Except for a little scratch. Almost no complaints at all. Allow, yes. And I'm going to do a detect, I guess. Maybe? Detect devices. Oh, maybe I need to unplug and plug it back in. That's probably what it wants. Again, the screen is saying, please plug something in for the love of God. Plug something in. I'm going to plug it in. Do it this one time. It has done something. I don't see anything yet. I see the display presenter is running. I see configure physical keyboard. Yeah, that's it. Maybe get the cable backwards. The cable's directional? Guess we'll find out in a second. See, I don't like the fit on that, but it might be the case on my phone causing that. Yeah, I think the case on my phone is interfering a little bit. Let me pop the old case off. In the end, I'm probably going to end up modifying the cable so that everything fits a little bit better. And there was a trick to this. Without totally mangling my phone. There we go. There we go. She's naked. Ew, filthy too. You filthy naked slut. Alright, let's keep going here. Ugh. Plug it on in. Yeah, that's a tight fit. That is not the best fit, I must say. So it said it was running, and then it closed it again. Yeah, it's very much not a good fit. Not a good fit. That's the problem here. But so the presenter says it's running, but I'm not seeing anything on the screen. Hopefully this isn't the end of it. Yeah, it says it's running. I guess we'll run a quick detect. Oop, oop, oop. What just happened? Nothing happened. All right. Detect devices. Come on. Well, this is fun. I don't know if it's the cable, if it's the software. Maybe I gotta reboot my phone. Oh, here we go. Now it popped up. Oh, oh! I have a mirror of my phone's display on this device. The top is a wee bit cropped off, but that's not a problem really. But it's mirroring. This looks great. I'm going to change the display rotation. Oop, that's battery. Display. Where's rotation options? I don't know what rotation option is. I've never done it before. Pop in here and go rotation. Maybe not. Screen. Flash screens. Screen pinning. No. Screen lock. Lock screen. Screen settings. Screen auto rotate. Here we go. Auto rotate. Yes, please. Let's get the old side. Ooh, there it goes. Now I have a full Android display. I guess you can see it almost right there. Full Android display on my device. Looks nice. Looks nice. Actually, it really looks like a. If you ever played with one of those cheap Android laptops, that's what it looks like. But everything's very smooth. Everything is indeed very smooth. So I guess let's go home. And that re-rotated my screen. I want it sideways, please. Is it not going to go sideways? Is that what you're doing to me? It's still running, but it went non-sideways. It won't go back. Auto rotate portrait. Auto rotate portrait. I'll leave it on auto rotate. Maybe I have to be in an app. So some of the apps I wanted to try. I guess I'll jump right to that. Actually, you can see the screen mirroring fairly nicely there. Some of the apps I wanted to try. I got a short list here. Reddit, Plex, my multimedia server. And I'll probably pop into Discord, pop into the web browser, see what the hullabaloo is. Why not all of these apps rotate? That's a bummer. Let's go to Reddit here. Do I have it on auto rotate? Yeah. These apps refuse to rotate. I don't know if there's a trick to it. I don't know. I don't think there is. Oh, we can adjust the brightness here. How do I rotate the Gooby-Doo? Maybe this is just one that doesn't rotate. So I'm going to pop it up. I'm going to skip Reddit for now. It's just a vertical orientation app. Not thrilled with it. Let's pop into Plex. I don't know if anybody is familiar with Plex. It is a multimedia server application. Oh, we have some comments here. Let me just get these quick ones over. My Twitch is definitely going a little slow here. I think I'm maxing out my bandwidth, maybe. But, come on, comments. But, Plex is a multimedia streaming service. You run it on your home server, run it on your PC, whatever, and you can stream for free what you have on your PC to your devices. It's pretty nice. But I'm hoping, this is actually one of my intended uses here when I go on vacation, something like that. Get it streaming from my phone's essentially unlimited wireless with Google Fi into this thing. So I have a little bit of a larger screen without having to lug around a whole laptop. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to continue watching a hint of A Scanner Darkly. See, oh, it auto-rotated. That's good. It's very good. Tip this up a little bit. See how visible this is. That's fairly visible. I'll put a little weight on the screen here. Nope, doesn't like that. And I haven't noticed any display flickering or any other weird things. I have a bunch of customers that are on the USB display link devices. A lot of customers using the display link devices, and watching video on them can definitely be a little painful. Definitely be a little painful. This particular movie definitely best case scenario. My stream is acting up a little bit, of course, because I'm on stream. But This video definitely best case scenario being cell shaded, very easily compressed, because the display link actually compresses all the data on this device, pipes it over to here directly. It's not like it's a like it's an embedded HDMI or anything like that. It's all over USB, all over standard data. But with the exception of my multimedia server acting up, which of course it does, looks real decent. Looks real decent. Like I said, I've been looking at it a little bit. There is a little bit of extra compression, I really want to say. Yeah, the colors aren't as vivid. Honestly, they're just a hair washed out. You really can't. I guess you can almost kind of see it on the screen there if I put these back to back. You can see the colors are a little washed out. It might just be the color balance. Right there, right there. You can see it's gray, amber. Might be a function of the compression. Might be a function of the screen itself. Not sure. Not sure. Not a huge concern though. I'm still very happy with the device so far. And again, I really like the build quality. Yeah, watching the thing itself, there's definitely a little bit of compression artifacting, and I'm really not seeing it on the on my phone here. Really only seeing it on the Sentio device. It's expected. Not bad. Really not bad. Let's try something else here. Let's kill this off. Yeah, you get a decent view of the Sentio device here. It's not too bad. Well, I wish this chat would refresh. That'd be nice. Got some good viewership, though. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Let's pop into, what else we got here? Discord. So Discord's going that way now. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. This is not bad. Not bad. Decent interface. Actually, I'm going to use the device here. Keep my head out of the way, though. Does the two-finger scrolling, like a lot of newer laptops. Real nice. Definitely like that. Just browsing my channels here. It's good you can't read this stuff. Looking at the results from the some of my previous work here. Other game nights, stuff like that. But I like the interface. It definitely doesn't look bad at all. And somebody left a smudge on the corner of my screen. Did I touch the screen? I don't think I did. I'm usually pretty crazy about that. Somebody touched my screen and then put the screen protector over the screen. Whatever. Definitely liking it. Definitely liking it. Let's do some more browsing around here. Oh, there's the old Google. Oh, it just went sideways. What if there's a way to force it sideways? And there probably isn't, honestly. Or maybe it's just a software thing. So I guess now what's left is to, can I scroll away? Can I scroll away? I can. I'm going to pop into the Sentio app. See what we got. Scroll on down. The scrolling is a little funny. Just a little. Yep. I already did this. What do you want from me? Let's give the old unpluggy, repluggeroo here. Did that do it? Alright, so I got the screen mirroring back. Let's pop back into the Sentio interface. What do you want from me? Let's go back. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Fine, build number. Build number. Oh, it's doing something special. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. Think I just turned on dev mode for the first time? That's probably what it wanted me to do. Multi-touch is definitely a little funny. Definitely a little funny. Oh. It's doing something on my phone. See, it's still mirroring, but my phone is doing something completely different now because it's looking for security. So let's pop into my keyboard, Gboard. Oop, I got to do it on this thing. Let's type in my code. Nobody can see that. Enter. And now I'm a developer. In developer options, select force activities resizable. Where's developer options? Where are developer options? Where do you want me to do that? Let's go back. Back. Where are developer options? Oh, these are all the developer options. Okay. Or are they? I think these are the developer options. Enable force activities resizable. Let's look for that. I don't think it's developer options. Where did it hide developer options? Let's go back in the system. Developer options, here we go. Alrighty, so the first thing it wants us to set is force activities resizable. There's networking options, input, drawing, hardware accelerated, media, monitoring, apps. Force activities resizable. There we go. Select OK. Dismiss. So I think that was it. Restrings the old device there a little bit, I guess. Or did I unplug it? I think I unplugged it. Plug it back in. There we go. Let's hit the menu over on this side and go back to the No, I don't want to take a bug report. Get out of here. Let's go back to the Sentio desktop and do the old drop-a-rooney here. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Oh, I can't do the click and drag. And it wants me to re-enable the screen doodly doodad. I thought I did that. Didn't I do that? Didn't you see me do that? I think I did that. Let's go back. What are you doing to me now? All right, here we go. Developer options. Okay, that was down the bottom somewhere. Media monitoring. Force activities to be resizable. I did that. Let's do it again. Let's go back to the Sentio app. Next. What? Okay, I did the thing it wants me to do and it won't let me do it, so I'm going to close the app. Get out of here, get out of here. Let's, now let's reopen the, oh, what do you want? Dismiss. Now let's reopen the Sentio app here and see what it detects. Nice little startup splash. You need to enable resizable windows inside developer options. So I'm going to say skip that because I did that. And we have a desktop interface. Welcome to Sentio Desktop. Let's get started. Here's your main action area. Oh, looks like you're on Android O. You will need to follow instructions on https://sentio.com/oreo to move forward. I guess I'm being forced to do that. Keep the stream running here. I'll just go out and check that out if I'm able. https://sentio.com/oreo. Enter. Let's see what it wants. Alrighty. Loading up the page. Oh, here we go. Okay. Enabling multi-window mode. Oh, so it wants me to do a multi-window extension. I think I'm actually going to skip that for now. That doesn't thrill me. I don't think I'm going to need it. Yeah, I'll let you make phone calls. Sentio Desktop. yeah, I'll let you take in pictures, I'll let you access my files, and I'll allow you to access my location. Cool. So that's it, really. I have a small smidgen of my apps on the Sentio desktop, and it native to the screen. It looks somewhere between an Android type desktop. You see all those generic tablets and stuff like that. It looks somewhere between that and like a kind of spiffy looking Windows 10. It's not bad looking. It's not bad looking. It's got my Snapchat on here, which I don't use, TCG player, and Reddit. One of the things I wanted to check. Let's give that the old lookaroo. And it says, I'm about to open an app in multi-window mode, which is the thing I didn't opt to install. But hey, Reddit is up. Very large. Very large. I don't know if that's a function of the app, but very large. Looks fine, though. It scrolls, streams fine. Actually looks real decent. Real decent. What are these doodads up the top there? Let's click on the, what I would definitely call the start button. Oh, here's the rest of my apps. Let's, one of the other things I wanted to check here, let's pop into YouTube. Is there YouTube? There it is. And has not been optimized for full, whatever mode, the multi-screen mode. So I'm going to opt to open it as an option here in full screen mode, which is, I think I'd do that anyway. I don't think there'd be much exception for that. And this actually looks exactly like the standard Android YouTube app. Exactly what I'd expect. Really, really not bad. Really not bad. It's got my subscriptions, all that stuff. The start taskbar thing, you see down the gray line, you see down the bottom of the screen there, that stays active with transparency over the window, which is, I guess I'd expect it to do that. It's fine. Looks fine. So yeah, I'm definitely liking the device here. Let me log out, and what I'm going to try doing now is I'm going to unplug it, and it is telling me it's still charging my phone, which is nice. You see it flip back to the portrait orientation, which obviously doesn't occupy full screen. Looks real nice, though. Looks real nice. I'm definitely liking the device. Definitely liking the device. Let's pop over to the chat. Anybody have any questions or anything like that? I don't know if my chat's actually working here. It might not be. I'm going to check one other thing out. Be right back. Oh, no chat. Alrighty. So, let's go back and tell you a little more about the hardware here. I'm going to unplug it. So the, hold it back up here. The hinge, I noticed, is a little on the stiff side. Stiff in the sense that, when you fold the screen, the laptop kind of wants to warp a little bit with it. Not much, but the screen's definitely, it's a little stiff. A little on the stiff side. Not nearly as blurry in person as it is on the camera, which is a good thing. The keyboard has a subtle inward, downward curvature. So like in this orientation, it's going like, this orientation, it's like that a little bit. Not enough that I actually care, but it's worth noting. And it would appear that closing the screen does turn the unit off. A little warm over here, which I'd imagine is the a little warm over here, which I'd imagine is the unit itself. So now for the fun check. Let's open it on back up here. I guess I'll plug it back in because I'm that kind of guy. I'm going to test this with the other device I wanted to test with today, which is one of my custom-built small form factor desktops. This is something that has not been on camera before. It's actually a standard device. The motherboard is a ASRock STX MXM motherboard series. It's this is the B250M STX model. A little bit of customization by me. Put on a different fan header, and as you notice, obviously not factory is the water cooling unit. It is a little on the noisy side, but it's a very small, very short form factor cooler, and a custom-made MXM water block, actually designed for the HP Voodoo series. Very easy to duplicate. But I've had this for years. And of course the MXM Type C standard really hasn't changed much. The originating unit, the HP Voodoo, back in the, I think it was the second gen Cortu Duo days, the 8000 and 9000 series when that came out, had the first MXM Type C of all devices. Or is it MXM 3? C or 3, whatever it is. MXM 3.0. The today's standard stuff, but that was, it was almost a decade ago. But a real nice unit. But what I like about this unit, it's extremely powerful, and it has USB Type C. So let's give it the old plug in here. I think I'm actually going to swap these. Let's get this over here. Now the problem with this unit is it absolutely, this micro desktop here, absolutely sucks down power, which is great for playing games. Currently equipped with a 970M and a Core i7 6700T. Plug it in here and see what happens. Now, just for fun purposes here, I do not have a screen plugged into this currently. It's actually just power. This device is going to be both my keyboard, mouse, and screen. Nothing on screen yet, so I'm actually going to plug in the screen I have here. See what's going on. So it did pick up the mouse. Actually, no, I can't really rotate this, but it did immediately pick up the keyboard and mouse, which is great. That's part of the way there. And let's check the display, see if it's gone up as a second, or how did you detect on multi-display? It didn't detect another display. Are you installing? Is that what you're doing? Not detecting the second display yet. Let's pop over to Device Manager. Picks it up as another device. So I think Sentio had a manual on how to do the Sentio with Windows. So let's do a quick search here. Sentio Superbook Sentio Windows. And the problem is I currently have no internet connection. There we go. There's my internet. That's actually the one problem with that board is, there it goes. It's actually installing now. Must have picked up the internet immediately. And it's giving me my Facebook pop-ups. It's very helpful. Thank you. Let's go Sentio. Nothing on the screen yet. It may still be installing it, but the scrolling is very smooth on as far as the keyboard goes on Windows so far. So I'll do some. Oh, it's reinstalling it more. Okay, good. Let's pop in a notepad. Do some quick test typing. The quick brown fox. Did I miss the letter C? I must have. The quick brown fox. Typo, type. The keyboard actually feels, I want to say, a little soft. No, it's got halfway decent audio feedback, kind of what you'd expect from a newer laptop, but it feels slightly squishy. I'll say slightly squishy. Oh, it's doing something on the screen. Is it installing the driver? It might be installing the driver. But it feels slightly soft. I'll just say it feels slightly soft. And we have two screens now. It detects the second screen as 1080. And let's show only on, which screen is this? Show only on 2. See what happens. So I just told Windows to only display on the Sentio screen. As you can see, we still get not much. So I'm going to unplug it and get the old plug back in and see what happens. Because I would really like this to... Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Full Windows 10, 1080. It's going to be the display scaling garbage, mumbo jumbo, blah, blah, blah. But, ooh, this is This is exactly what I wanted of this device. The screen's a little blurry in there, so you see my normal Windows 10 desktop with just the one plug. Ooh, battery mode. It's a little stiff. The plug's a little bit stiff. Definitely like it. Definitely like this. I'm gonna need a longer USB cable, but this is exactly what I wanted to do with this device. Android's great on vacation. This, though, is what I wanted. I wanted to be able to hook this up, Windows 10, and just, it works. A nice little install, I don't mind that, but it just works. You plug it in, one cable, I got keyboard, mouse, everything. So the first thing I'm going to try doing, which what I wanted to do from the beginning, I'm going to pop into, actually, I'll try YouTube first. YouTube on the device here. Now, I'm not noticing any artifacting or anything like that. Let's watch a good old-fashioned video trailer. The trailer I usually go for, I used to like the Matrix trailer, just because of the amount of stuff on the screen. I'm going to go Avatar this time. That's the other standby trailer I used to use. Just, I guess, way too much. I used to use that way too much. Garbage. I guess I need to put an Avatar trailer, don't I? And I'll tilt this back so everybody can see what I see here. I'm going to do the best of my ability to describe it. And of course, we're going to watch this full screen in YouTube. I'm watching the wrong video. This is the YouTube 720 version, which is not what I'm looking for. If I'm watching this, I'm watching it in full 1080. So I guess let's go to Filter and HD. That didn't do it. Let's try this one. And again, stuck in 720. Let's, I'm going to watch a 4K version then. Not this display is 4K capable, but this might do the trick. Alright, you know what? We are watching the Jurassic World 2 trailer. This is the video of the day. Like I said, I'm going to do my best to describe what I'm seeing here, because I know my webcam isn't the best. No compression artifacts or anything like that. It actually looks really nice. Looks real nice. Again, no fast motion video. I'm not watching anything fast yet. But the compression I was seeing on my Plex app is not anything I'm seeing now. I'm seeing no compression artifacting, no weird little glitches, anything like that. No issues so far whatsoever. This is great. One thing I don't know. I don't know if I said speakers or not. Speakers are something I usually like. Let me back up the video. The video looks absolutely fantastic. Looks absolutely fantastic. And is that I do not have speakers? Is that the problem? It sees my TV speakers. But of course my TV is not plugged in. So it doesn't have speakers. It'd be nice if it did, but I guess the form factor doesn't really allow for speakers. I mean, actually, no, the form factor should allow for speakers. So that's maybe one oversight. But again, it was probably mentioned, a couple dozen times. I'm not terrifically concerned with that. But another thing I wanted to try on this, playing a video game. So far, ooh, that is kind of odd. The screen is overscanning, maybe not significantly, but enough that I notice it. My beautiful 1080 picture is partially hiding behind the bezel. Is it actually visible up there, or is it just cut off? Huh. It looks fine on the bottom, but it is it's a little off. Let me see if I can bring the device up. Guess I'll go over a little bit. Now you can't see it there. Take my word for it. It is hiding a little bit. It's hiding a little bit. That is a little bit frustrating. I wonder why that is. I wonder if it's hiding behind the bezel, or if it's actually just like cropping the image or rescaling it or something. I'm gonna have to look into that. So, next thing I wanted to try, let's pop into a nice fast motion game here. What do I have installed that is fast? I'm thinking Fallout. Of course, I don't know if you noticed, I'm a Fallout fan. Big Fallout fan. Let's pop in, let's go to options, make sure I'm not still running at 10K. Let's run at 720. It really wants to run at 720. Why is that? Oh, my video card crashed. That's what it is. That's why it's stuck at 720. The video card that I have in this unit right now is actually a, it is not quite a 970, and it is not quite a 960 desktop. It's a relabeled card from a different small form factor unit I have, but that could be part of the problem. So we'll try something else. Who doesn't like a rousing game of Portal? Full screen now. With the screen black, I am noticing a small amount of black light bleed. I guess you can't see it. There's my head. You can't see it too well from up there. And honestly, it wasn't noticeable unless the screen went totally black. But in the bottom corner here, there was a little bit of black light bleed. That's kind of a bummer. But the motion and everything on here looks good. So let's pop in a new game. Let's go chapter 1. Shall we? Yeah, definitely a little bit of black light bleed along the bottom. Not a major problem. My TV's actually a lot worse, so I might be just used to it. But not a major problem. And we're in a new game here, and I have 50 seconds left. And I honestly don't know, I don't recall what I'm doing here. But, ooh, space to jump, I can do that. Space to jump. E to open the door. No, it's not E to open the door. I did space to jump. What do you want from me? Actually, the trackpad and the keyboard and everything feel decent. And again, the keys they're a little bit mushy. A little bit mushy. But, feels real decent. And I don't remember the button to open the door. But I did press space to jump. But, there was something blowing up. Something just blew up around me. I think something just blew up. Is the door unlocked now? Door's still not unlocked. I haven't played this game for a long time. But, I have a portal. I can step out of the door now. Alright. You know what? I'm going to try something fun here. I'm going to take this garbage. Well, not garbage mouse, just old. It's old. Old mouse here. I'm going to plug it into the Sentio. Oh, that's so much better now. So much better. Sorry, I'm not a trackpad person. I don't mind them, but I'm definitely not a trackpad person. Now, I am noticing, now that I'm actually able to walk around a little bit, I am noticing it is a little bit laggy. Just a wee bit. Not a major problem. But it's, I don't know if it's laggy, or not necessarily laggy. It feels like there's a delay. There is definitely a delay. You can actually see the delay in the stream. Yeah, you can. Yeah. It's a little less in person. It's probably because everything's synced to 60 hertz. It's a little less in person, but it is perceptible. That is kind of a bummer. That is kind of a bummer. But that being said, real happy with the thing. Yeah. So let's get her unplugged. I'm going to do some closing remarks here, and that'll be the end of it for me. Yeah, gonna put some work into it. Check out the thing. I might end up taking it apart. It's another fun thing I do. First impressions, though, I'm definitely liking it. Do some. I guess I'll do some standby shots here. As you guys take a look at the size here. It's my hand over the top of it. 11.6-inch screen, full 1080. The trackpad is about the width of my, little wider than my palm here. So I can get the angle there right. About the width of my, or a little wider than my palm. Good size. Trackpad, honestly, it could have been larger, but it's definitely standard. I'd say it's a good standard size. Wouldn't expect it to be bigger, but it does have the room for it. It would have been nice if it was a little larger, a little wider, something like that. Or I can't tell. Yeah, it does have two distinct zones for clicking. You can't click in the middle, but there's a distinct click on both the left and the right, which is nice. Definitely nice. And again, we have custom navigations and keyboard brightness buttons here. I think you gotta press this to do it. I can't tell if that's doing anything. Oh, it is. So we have these two here control the keyboard backlight brightness. We have multimedia and volume controls, and I think these are the custom navigation buttons. I'm probably not going to do too much with those. And of course, the power button. Fast acting. It's very good. Very professional. Yeah. First impressions are very good. Ooh, do not attempt to open or service. Yeah. Did I do that? Ooh. It's a little bit of goop on it. Oh. Goop. Yeah, I put it down in goop. The Sentio Superbook. I think I like it. I'm happy with it. Happy with the form factor. It's got good heft. Good heft. It feels good. It feels a little plasticky, but definitely very good heft. Very good heft. Probably a lot of comments about on the Superbook Kickstarter page, on their private page, Reddit page. I guess a lot of people are having some problems with the keyboards and stuff like that. No problems here, but I'm not here to complain today. I just wanted to get the thing unboxed and get a real good look at it. I do see some questions here. Concerned with the stiff hinges breaking. To be perfectly honest, I feel the hinges they feel good. The hinges feel good. They don't feel great. They feel good. They feel stiff on the laptop end, not the screen end. So I would say I am not concerned with them breaking free. I do have a lot of experience with laptops and laptop repair. That's what I do here. This design I don't feel is at risk of breaking free from the hinges. I see another request here for size comparison. What do we want to see it compared with? What do I have here? Let me dig some fun stuff up. Alrighty. I've got a couple nice little comparison units. I'm going to go over all of them, each of them, I guess. Some fun comparisons here. Let's sort them right by size. We got your standard 13-inch MacBook, standard 15-inch laptop, and a 10.5-inch Toshiba netbook. Very old. Very old. But just for sake of comparison here, let me see how well we can see this. I want to make sure I'm doing this in the right spot. Slide them on up. Actually, I can get this guy out of the way. You're done. These in the middle here. This is a standard older NB505, I think, Toshiba netbook. It's definitely larger than that. The keyboard, I'd imagine, is going to be similar size. The keyboard is it's a little larger on the Sentio. Of course, Sentio is a much more comfortable keyboard than this guy. And of course, Sentio has the chiclet style keys, very popular today with the smaller stuff. Toshiba's definitely on the garbage side. This is old garbage. What we probably want to see here, size comparison. This is a standard 13-inch MacBook. I don't have any 15s floating around. 13-inch MacBook keyboard, very similar in design to the 11.6-inch Sentio, and that just caused me to remember. Oh, this is a 13-inch MacBook here. I'll do the comparison for you guys if you guys like to see that. 13-inch MacBook. I thought I had an 11-inch. Maybe I don't. Oh, here. Nope. Yep, is this the 11-inch? Ah, The 11-inch MacBook Air with a dead motherboard. Can you see that? Yeah, there we go. A little smaller. Didn't expect that. So going down the let's start at the small here. 3 sizes of MacBooks. I guess technically 3 sizes. Here we have your standard. You see, it's got the little notch in it, very similar to the Sentio. Your 11.6-inch MacBook. Is it 11.6? Yeah, it's 11.6. The Sentio is a little bit smaller, and the screen is like a millimeter or two slimmer screen size. Bezel is about the same. Center this for you guys. Bezel is about the same. The keyboard is almost. The keyboard's actually also a little bit smaller in the Z dimension. Keys don't feel nearly the same at all, for sake of comparison. Not nearly the same. The Sentio keys feel, I still want to say they feel a little bit rubbery. A little bit rubbery. The Mac is, I'm not a Mac fan person at all. Mac feels a little crisper compared to these, but they don't feel bad. I would say, actually, the Sentio keys provide a little bit better feedback, but it's a little bit rubbery feedback. Not a huge fan, and I'm definitely a keyboard fanatic. Going down the list here, let's box this guy up. We have a 13-inch MacBook Air. This is not a bad device. Of course, this one has a beautiful broken screen. You see that warping right in it? Yeah, that's good stuff. Sentio compared to that, you know, it's very similar to the MacBook Air. Keyboard's a little larger on this device. Now, this device has a nicer keyboard than the Air. I think they're about the same, though. I think they're about the same. This is, again, another MacBook Air. And then we have below that, standard 13.3-inch MacBook. Nothing special here. Pretty standard stuff. Probably say as far as weight, I think this actually weighs about as much as the 13.3-inch MacBook Air. It's going to be similar. It'll be very similar. Box this guy up. Now this is your standard fare, very new ThinkPad. 15.6-inch, full 1080 screen, Core i5. This might be a generation 2 old, but this is a bog standard device. And you see this device is definitely smaller than it, obviously. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. But, yeah. As far as thickness, I'll give you guys some nice thickness shots. The thick boy. Standard laptop, Sentio. Definitely thin. Actually, I want to compare that to the MacBook Air. There's your 2 ports on that guy. It's actually, it is a little bit thicker. If I get some light in here for you guys. A little bit thicker than the MacBook Air. A little bit thicker. I mean, obviously the MacBook Air gets very thin as it closes the keyboard side on this side here, which I wouldn't. There's no need for it. I'd rather have the battery capacity have it be a little thicker. But overall, is a little bit thicker. Just altogether, it's a little bit thicker. And you see there, I was talking about the very similar hinge design and a very similar backside design with the feet and the way the hinge sits in and all that stuff. But of course, the solid aluminum unibody, whatever, it's high-end stuff. This is not high-end, but it liking it. And I'm thinking closing thoughts on this screen. Let me check for any more comments here. I know you guys are definitely watching. All right, hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. 666. It's kind of funny. You're welcome. Yeah, closing remarks. I'm glad to have finally received it. I was sweating it, like I said, given that my my other Kickstarter-esque experience. I think it was what's the other Kickstarter one? I forget the Kickstarter company. My other Kickstarter experience was not good. I'm very glad I did finally receive this. I'm going to check into Reddit and the other stuff, see what people are complaining about. Make sure mine doesn't have that problem. I know there was the one issue with the device. I think it was overheating, but they were saying it was some kind of chipset problem. I really didn't pay much attention to it because I was kind of like, oh, I just want to receive it. So there's some kind of chipset problem with the device overheating and turning itself off, which I hope mine is not the case with mine. But closing remarks, I think I like it. I think I like it. I'm very happy. It works seamlessly with Windows 10. Even if it's got to go out and download its own software. Going out and downloading its own software is definitely a lot easier than having to download this and set this up. Basically, you plug it in, give it a couple seconds, and you're good. I'm happy. I'm happy. So far, I'm happy. I don't have any huge reservations or anything like that. I'm a generally pretty come easy go guy, but I like it. I like it. And with that, I will say farewell to Twitch and YouTube, and hopefully pop back on stream in a little while, and check out some week later, month later kind of results, that kind of thing. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Again, this stream is brought to you by Limited Bandwidth. We're a group that does some real nice fundraising, a lot of video game playing, stuff like that. I don't stream too often. The guys stream a whole lot. Later tonight, we will have some of my good buddies. We got Jay and Teresa and Dwayne streaming Monster Prom. It's supposed to be a real fun game. They stream a lot of crazy stuff. This is The Wizard, signing out.